I've been putting this off mainly because I don't really have the proper setup area, but also mainly because this is a full Christmas setup. I've got pretty much everything new, things I've never skated before, and I'm a little bit worried about it. And today we're setting up a fully new deck, new wheels, new trucks, and like I said in my last setup video, I don't know if anyone actually watches setup videos, but here we are anyway. I asked you, the community, about what deck I should go, and mainly going up from 8.25 to an 8.5, is there a big difference and stuff like that. Bit of feedback, loved the feedback and stuff, really engaged with it, and also about those skate wheels too. As I've been skating the Spitfire tablets, which in my opinion are probably the best skateboarding shoe around at the moment, best skateboarding wheel at the moment. I was just talking about shoes. But I've picked up some new ones. I've looked at your feedback, gauged it, took it on board, and I've picked up some new ones which we'll cover soon. But first, the deck. I picked up a Heroin. Heroin, is that how you say it? A lot of people might say Heroin, but a Heroin deck, it's an 8.5. I'm used to an 8.25, so sizing up, really seeing how it goes for me personally. The one thing that's really pleasing about this deck, it's actually not too different in dimensions as one of my old decks. This is a 32-inch deck in lengthwise with a wheelbase of 14.125, which to me on paper, that sounds perfect the way I skate. The most concerning fact maybe of the whole setup is the trucks, and it is the Slappy trucks. I've picked up the Slappy trucks in 149. They're super inverted. I think they're actually called ultra low inverted trucks. They're the lightest of the Slappy trucks. The main issue about them for me personally is they're 53.9mm axle width height, and I was coming from Thunders, which is 49mm. Honestly, feeling them at the moment, the weight is not too much difference because on paper they weigh 351 grams. So I measured these at 356, but that's with the nuts on it. So that's probably where maybe the 5 grams comes from, the discrepancy from my scales to their website. I really do love my Thunders. I love the way they skate. I love how they're low. I get a quicker pop and stuff like that. But so I'm a little bit worried, but nevertheless, if these don't work on this deck or the Slappy trucks don't work on the deck, I'll end up just rolling back and chucking my Thunders on there and see how it goes, because I'm really excited for this deck. This deck actually also has wheel wells. It's a fully black painted deck, and it's got that razor sharp edge that something like the Heroin decks have that I've never actually skated before. So it's normally rounded on the top there, but it's just a straight point. So that's going to be interesting as well. Wheel wise, I've gone with something I've never skated before, and there was all the hype about it about a year ago, and that is the Dragon Formula wheels. I picked up 51mm to try and make the difference not so big with the trucks and stuff like that, and I do like smaller wheels. But these are the 51mm 97A Kevin Hofflers. These are the asymmetrical, I got that, nailed it, wheels, where it's a little bit more square on the inside and rounder on the outside, which for me personally, I love square wheels, and I'm not sure how these will go, but I am excited to try whether if that more round on the outside will help anything. They're not really that wide of a wheel as well, so I'm really excited to see how these go, and I think they're going to be good for me. The last thing I got, and that is the classic Bones Reds. I don't know what else you can say about these. They're probably the best bang for buck bearings out there. Everyone knows them, everyone loves them. I haven't bought them for a while. They've actually gone up $5 in price here in Australia. Of course, we've got grip tape. I just got mob grip tape, free grip tape. Every deck should come with free grip tape in my opinion. That's just a non-negotiable really when buying skate decks. And if you guys have had any experience with any of these components, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what I'm in for. I've picked these up recently, just bits and bobs, and seeing how I'm going. But anyway, we're going to get to the setting up. One thing I always forget is to take the sticker off. I did that with my last Santa Cruz deck, and I ended up having a big circle there, and that was super duper annoying. The camera's probably going to overheat and cut out, so we'll see how much we can get before that happens, because this is a very tedious, boring part. I'm going to stand up because I will probably fuck this. Oh, I've had tin ass that and did that first try. As I was saying, I just used a file. Go around.
Would it kill you just to make a move? Nothing good comes for free. I am leaving, tell me what to do. I can feel it slipping away. Cheap emotions say nothing new, but I still break just the same. Love drifts soft in the light. Come on, meet me at the poolside. Late July on my mind. We were never meant for this life. It's a way that we're moving on. Summer's gone before you realize. The lights melted in the walls.
It's handy if you have one of these extra skate tools with all these extra little things on there. There's like a reef threader, and a few other things. One of the handy ones is when trying to get new bearings in, is like sometimes a pain in the ass. You can use the truck and press it down, but with this, you just like get that, you got your little attachment and just press that straight in. So easy, makes putting bearings in a lot easier. And these wheels are actually quite easy to put bearings in, which is quite surprising because some of the wheels that I've had in the past are a pain in the ass. How good does a new skateboard look and feel as well? She is absolutely pretty, ain't she? Just look at that. I think I missed a little bit of grip tape bubbling down there, but that's all right. We'll get that down. Super keen to skate this, a little bit nervous as well. Weight-wise, it's actually not too bad. It's actually about as heavy as the Santa Cruz with my Indies that was on it. That felt really heavy and chunky as well. But yeah, it's a little bit heavier than an 8.25 with my Thunders. Naturally, I was going to expect that anyway. So I'm going to head to my tester skate park where I like to test skateboards because I'm so familiar with how things should work at that skate park. And I'm going to check back in with you guys. So I didn't record any horizontal footage, but I'll put up some vertical footage right here. And I don't know really where to start with the deck. Under feet, it feels really nice. It doesn't feel boaty or really wide or anything like that. But the main issue that I'm really having with the deck is the trucks. And that's kind of where I thought, I'd imagine where I was going to have the main struggles with this new setup anyway. Just quickly back on the deck itself is really nice. I love the shape of it. It's a nice rounder shape. It's pretty mellow and the pop is good. So the deck and truck combo isn't too bad. It's just the looseness of the trucks just really threw me off and really got me. I was getting wheel bites on everything, like wheel bites on ollies. I was falling out of my grinds. And yes, people say maybe it's user error, just slipping out of grinds and stuff like that. But I had no issue with my old Spitfire wheels and like my old trucks. And slipping out of the grinds and stuff might not be just like the wheels itself, I mean just the trucks, it could be the wheels as well because the wheels are different. And honestly, these dragging formula wheels, they feel really nice under like feet. They go over the rougher terrain a little bit better than my Spitfires, but they just don't, at the moment, they just don't slide as I'd like them to do. They are actually quite grippy for a 97A, which is meant to perform, or they say it's meant to perform like a harder wheel. And at this early stage, it is not quite like that, but they feel nice under feet. They like go over the terrain nicely and stuff like that. But also being that little bit rounder on the inside, maybe that's the cause of me slipping out of my grinds. But I'll put it down to more so the trucks because of the pressure on my toes that I keep going over and it just falls out like that. But I have kind of fixed that problem, or hopefully I'm going to fix that problem. Picked up myself some Slappy 100A bushings. I am sacrificing a little bit of kingpin clearance because the bushings are a little bit bigger, but hopefully they work. I haven't seen anything online. There was one person on another YouTube video that I saw and they mentioned that they used it with no issues. So hopefully I get the same thing, but it's about 3.5 mil bigger, the top bushing. So there might be a little bit of extra hang up, but for me, that doesn't bother me as long as I get a stiffer ride. I hope you enjoyed this setup video. It's a whole big video. It's a full new Christmas complete. It's a nice setup. I'm gonna keep skating it, really persist with it. At the moment, the deck itself, I'm enjoying it. Just that little bit of the truck issue, which hopefully I've rectified with the 100A bushings. But until the next video, keep going well, keep killing it. It's raining here in Melbourne at the moment, or this week anyway. So hopefully get out to skate soon. And until the next video, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.